We now welcome the number 14 ranked UFC bantamweight contender in the world, Sean O'Malley. Sean, thank you for the time today, sir.
Yep.
We will kick things off with Gabriel Gonzalez from Cage Side Press.
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
So, to put it bluntly, you get called out a lot. And I want to know how much of it do you think is guys trying to use your name to boost themselves? And how much is it they're just hating on the fact that you're a young guy getting all the attention?
Probably a little bit of both. You call out someone with a big name, that just makes sense. I think that's why Connor got called out a lot. You fight like Joe's getting a co-main event spot because he's fighting me, so it's not that he called me out, but you fight me and you get, he's fighting on a co-main event, so it makes sense. It never, I never think of it as personal. It's business. It's what they should be doing. If they can't, get as big as a fan base as I can with their performances, they're gonna try to beat me. So makes sense.
You've gotten to see a lot of fighters, I'm sure, just as a fan and now being in the sport, make that jump from prospect to contender. Is there anybody's rise you remember watching that you were like, you know what? I want to have something like that epic jump in competition and become a star.
I think obviously Connor's career went well. Israel Adesanya's career went well, and I feel like I'm on a similar path like that.
Your nickname is Sugar. Do you have a favorite post-fight dessert?
Dessert, I don't know. Usually pizza is just kind of the first thing that I'm craving after weigh-ins. I want pizza for after the fight.
What kind of toppings are we serving up?
I don't care. Anything with cheese and the crust, and it could be, yeah, pretty much any kind of pizza would do after.
My final question, obviously with the pandemic, there's no telling when things will go back to normal. Coronavirus clears up tomorrow. Where would you want to go fight first?
Vegas, T-Mobile.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will take our next questions from Gustavo Falden with ESPN Brazil.
Hi, Sean. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. First of all, where do you get inspiration to go to the colors you dye your hair? Where does that come from?
The inspiration I got to color my hair, but I have to say, was from Cheeto. Gave me the inspiration.
And what about the colors? Do you intend on changing like more regular the colors? What do they represent, the colors?
I'm just showing my Ecuadorian fans some love. I think every fight we'll just do a little something different and have a nice little theme. It's something I look forward to, and it's fun. So
You intend on dyeing your hair on the Brazilian colors maybe one day?
if I'm fighting a Brazilian, yeah.
And some people have compared you to Conor McGregor, your fighting style, maybe your chest tattoo. What do you think about that? Do you think that you do inspire yourself on Conor? Do you see yourself similar in fighting styles?
We're pretty similar in fighting styles. We knock people out in the first round, um, and we aren't afraid to say how we feel the fight's gonna play out. We have similar styles. We're explosive strikers, and I knock people out in the first round, and he knocks people out in the first round. So yeah, I think there's similarity there.
And you said that you started on MMA for because of the girls. Is that correct?
Still reason I'm doing it.
And what is do you have a girlfriend or not?
Yep,
What does she think about that?
she's pumped. There's no issue there.
And my last one, after you win, if you win your fight on Saturday, would you like request a top contender like Jose Aldo, maybe Marlon Moraes or Cody?
Yeah, I think it totally depends how I go out there and finish Cheeto. I go win a decision. I don't get that next big fight name. I don't think. I could, because if I win a decision, it'll be a very impressive decision. But if I go out there and starch him, I think I get whoever I want.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thank you.
And we'll take our next questions from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
I know we talked before about the mental warfare and kind of how you're mastering that art with the hair, doing the Ecuadorian flag. Are you kind of having fun with that? And I know Cheeto said it doesn't bother him, but do you kind of enjoy that, just that little dig of the Ecuadorian flag in your hair?
Yeah, I didn't think it would really bother him. If me changing my hair color got in his head, that might be too easy of a fight. I don't think it's gonna bother. I'm not doing it to get into his head. It's just for fun. The fans love it. The media, it's something to talk about. Last time I did my hair, it was, that was the whole fight week was about my hair. So, it's something to talk about, and it's just showing some love.
When watching Embedded this week before you left for Vegas, we saw the setup you have at your house with your Twitch setup, and you have the background with the Sugar Show and everything. Obviously your focus is fighting, and you've always said that to me. Fighting comes first, but you are treating this also as a business. I mean, how do you balance that in your head? Because you understand that doing the things you're doing are helping you get that attention. I'm sure eventually getting you higher contracts, better sponsorships, opportunities, things like that. But at the end of the day, you need to go out and win fights. So how do you balance that in your head?
Yeah, there's a lot of free time being a professional athlete. Say you train twice a day, you still have a good amount of free time during the day, and I just capitalize on that with the Timbo Sugar Show podcast, with my Twitch stream, with my own little YouTube things that I do. It's you have a lot of free time, and I just capitalize on that, and you can make money doing all those things, and I enjoy doing all those things, so it just makes sense for me to do stuff like that.
When you hear, some, whether it's fighters or whoever, complaining that you're getting so much attention and you're getting co-main events and things like that, do you feel like that other people just aren't taking advantage of the things that you're taking advantage of, like your Twitch stream, like all the things you're doing to get yourself the attention? Like it's not like you're doing it by accident. You're doing it to get the attention.
Well, say I'm not streaming or doing anything I'm doing, but I'm still knocking people out. That's why I'm in the co-main event spot. Not because I stream, not because I have 1 million followers on Instagram, not because of anything else. It's because I'm knocking people out and putting their lights out. That's what it is. You knock out like I knocked out Alfred, made Snoop Dogg go crazy. I knock out Jose Quinones on my 2-year comeback. I knock out Eddie Wineland, opening up a big pay-per-view. It's not because I'm doing anything other than knocking people out.
And last thing for me, Sean, when you get to this level where you are, on that path to stardom, and I think a lot of people would say you're already a star, but the flip side of that is with stardom also comes that fame, and we've seen a lot of people kind of crumble under that fame, whether it's getting in trouble outside the cage or just that spotlight constantly being on them, never having a moment of peace to yourself. How do you feel like you're adjusting to that part of life where you kind of know at all times you're under the microscope?
Yeah, I think I'm doing good with it. It's not, if I want to not stream or not do the podcast or not make a YouTube video, I can stay home and not and get away from everything. So it does. I don't feel like I'm trapped in it. I feel like if I need to get away from it, I can. I do enough to where I'm not too stressed out. But yeah, I think I'm handling it well, and I think I kind of was able to prepare for it those 2 years I was off. After that Andre fight, I got a little bit of notoriety and fame, breaking my foot and continuing to fight. And I think those 2 years off, I got to think a lot about it and understand that I have to just stay grounded, keep the same circle around me, and keep doing what I'm doing and enjoy life and enjoy the little things in life to keep me humble.
Thank you, Sean. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We will take our next questions from Augusto Niez-Gay from Somos MMA.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
Hi.
So how are you adapting to this different fight week and the pandemic situation? Are you getting used to the new procedures and all that?
Yeah, I did it 2 months ago. Nothing really changed, so it's it really does. It feels like we didn't even leave Vegas. Went back to Phoenix, trained, came back, so it doesn't feel like we really left.
Is there anything that you miss from the life before the pandemic?
Literally, the only thing, if I could change anything, would have fans in the stands, and that's it. Other than that, life for me is pretty normal. I enjoy life still. Nothing really changes too much.
And talking about the fight, is there any aspect of Chito's fighting skills that you think you should be careful of?
He's in the UFC. He's tough. He's beat people in the UFC. He's finished people. He's in the UFC, and he's never been finished. So he's all around. It's a tough fight. It's a good fight. He's my toughest opponent to date, and with that said, I'll probably still drop him in the first round.
Okay, and if you win on Saturday, when would you like to come back to the Octagon?
To be determined. We'll see. It depends how the fight plays out. Depends how healthy I am after. Depends who's coming off a win. It's too hard to say and for me to predict right now.
My last, Merab Valishvili said a few moments ago that if both of you win your respective bouts on Saturday, a fight between you two would make sense. What do you think about that?
We'll see.
Okay, thank you very much and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
We'll take our next questions from Pablo Santamaria with Notima, Ecuador.
Hello, Shang. How are you?
Good. How are you?
As an Ecuadorian, I want to ask you, why did you decide to paint your hair the color of the Ecuadorian flag?
For you.
Many people see it as a provocation for Cheeto, but others think that you're showing respect not only for Cheeto, but for the whole country.
Yeah, it's just they're cool colors, and it just happened to play out that we went with those colors. I'm just showing the Ecuadorian fans some love. I get messages all the time, and just showing some love.
You want to send some message or say something to your Ecuadorian fans?
I love you guys. My hair is the color of you guys' flag, so that's a sign of respect. I'm showing the love. Someone, you guys got to go for someone after I bust up Cheeto. Might as well go for me.
Okay, talking about the fight, do you think Cheeto is going to try to take you down, or he's going to keep the fight on the field?
Yeah, he's gonna try to take me down. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and I knock people out. So I think that it's a striker versus grappler matchup. So yeah, absolutely. I think he's gonna try to push me up against the fence, trip me, and work on top.
So what is your prediction for the fight? Do you think you will be the first person to finish Cheeto?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as fast as a starter as I am and as slow as he is, I think that equals a first round knockout.
Okay, thanks, Sean.
Yep.
Amazing job on YouTube and all the stuff you are doing. So good luck on
Awesome.
Saturday.
Thank you very much.
And we will take our next questions from Sumik Dada with Sports Kita.
Sean, hope you're doing good, man.
Right.
So for this fight, you've had a different training camp of sorts. You said that you got your own cage now. So how has been this training camp different with everything that's going around right now?
I'd say it improved a lot of things. It made it more like a boxing training camp where it was all individualized for specifically me for specifically August 15th. So, if anything, it's been the best camp I've ever had.
So has there been any significant changes to the camp given the change of surroundings?
Instead of grappling at a jiu-jitsu gym or hit mitts on the mats, we've done all of our training in the cage. I got a cage, we put it in a warehouse, and we've done all of our sessions in there, and it's the same size as the Apex cage. So I think that was very beneficial.
So ever since you made your return to the UFC, things have gone by at a pretty fast pace for you. You fought at 248, then at UFC 250, and now another quick return at 252. So do we expect you to keep up with this frequency of fights, keep up with this pace?
Completely depends. Got to go out there and do what I do Saturday night. First round knockout, no injuries. Yeah, there's a potential quick turnaround. But we'll see. There's just so much that can happen during a fight that it's hard to predict what's next. And it's Wednesday. I got a couple days until it's Saturday. I'm laser focused Saturday for Cheeto.
So, last question from me. What are your thoughts on being the co-main event of such a historic card?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect co-main event for a legendary card. Stipe DC is the biggest trilogy fight ever at heavyweight, the baddest men in the world. So to fight right before them it's insane. It's going to be something to look back on and have it's going to be an awesome memory.
Well, I look forward to the Sugar Show this Saturday, and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
And we will take our next questions from Adrian Gallardo with Vavel, Argentina.
Hello, Sean.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
My first question is, what do you think about being the co-main fight in this great event? Is it something important for you?
Yeah, usually I don't really care where I'm at on the card. I kind of in my head I'm always the main event, but for this card it's a little different. Stipe DC is the main event, and I'm the main event right before it. So it's a sweet card to have two main events on.
Perfect. What do you think about Ecuador, about Chito Vera? And is this another fight for you, or this is a really important one?
I didn't understand the question. Sorry. What was that?
What do you think about Chito Vera? What do you think about this fight? Is a really important fight for you, or is another one?
Yeah, Marlon's a extremely tough opponent. He's won his last 6 fights with 5 finishes. He's never been finished. Ton of UFC experience. He's been the distance a lot. He's won decisions. He's lost decisions. So he's extremely experienced. But he's never fought someone like me. Anytime I fight someone, they're never gonna have fought someone like me. They're just. I think I'm gonna be too much for him, and I really do believe there's certain levels to this game. Obviously, there is, and I feel like I'm on a different level than him, and I get to go out there Saturday night and prove that.
Perfect. In case of winning, if you win the fight of the Saturday, what do you want for your career?
Well, after I win this fight, I think just fighting someone that gets me closer to the belt, it makes sense, and I think it depends on how I win this fight as well.
Okay, and the last question, a fun question. What is your favorite video game at the moment? You have a great fan of you have a Twitch channel. You are a great fan of the video games. What is your favorite video game?
What is my favorite video game? I would have to say at the moment it's Call of Duty, Search and Destroys. With the Twitch fam, it's something I pretty much play every single day. Not right now, I don't have my setup, but Call of Duty, Search and Destroy right now would be my favorite video game.
Okay, Sean. Good luck for the Saturday.
Thank you.
And we will take our last set of questions from Jose Ignacio Cruz.
Sean, do you hear me?
I do.
How you doing, buddy? Nice to talk to you.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm actually quite thankful. I'm the one that sent you an email a few weeks ago asking for some time with you, and now we got here, so I'm quite stoked. Let's start with something around the fight. Everybody's talking about on social media about you maybe not able to high-level opponents to this point in your career, and the matchup with Cheeto comes as a really big, the first real big test for you. What do you say to all the naysayers out there that feel that maybe you're not prepared to the upper echelons of the division?
I don't think much of it. I think Cheeto's top 10 guy, and I go out there and put his lights out, fight someone who's next, and there's not much thought that goes into what people say about me as far as the negative ones. The positive one, I enjoy that, and I those are from the fans that I love, and the negative stuff, it doesn't bother me. Cheeto's a dangerous opponent, and he's he's respected in the UFC, so getting a win over him will probably quiet a lot of the naysayers. I could go out there and knock out Peter, and there's still going to be guys that are saying, yeah, but. So don't really pay much of attention to the negative stuff.
I see. Let's go to the dreamland for a bit. Okay. I was wondering the other day, have any fights that you would like to, let's take away all the things regarding the division right now. If you could have a dream fight, whoever you want to fight, who would you fight?
Probably Connor. I think that would be I think the fans would like that. I think that's an exciting fight. And that's a fight that I feel like I could win. It's not like there's not a chance. I feel like it's a fight I could win, and it's a fight that would probably be a dream fight.
How do you feel stylistically that matchup? How do you feel that you would go for the win?
I'm lighter. He's heavier. I'm way faster than him. So I think he hits hard. I'm good at not getting hit, and I think it'd be interesting.
Okay, man. Best of luck on your fight, and don't let anybody tell you something about your.
Thank you, Jose.
Do you, baby? Have a great fight on Saturday. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sean. That is all the time we had for you, sir.
Perfect. Thank you.